so excited and so happy overall just for a black Little Mermaid, Halle Bailey. I'm so happy for her.
Hello goddess, welcome to Lifestyle Colin YouTube channel. My name is Colin and I am back in your algorithm with the vibes. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome, hello. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video and spending time with me today. Please subscribe to my channel and vibe with the guys. Okay. So in today's video, we are going to be doing episode 3 of Blunt Smoke Podcast. We have some things that I want to talk about today. So let's just get started. Okay, so my first topic is
Marissa the NAE. She's from Dallas, so throw it up.
Marissa the NAE and NLE CHOPPA. He's a 19-year-old rapper and she is a 27-year-old social media personality.
I really did like them together.
That was a young couple that I did notice the age difference. She's 27, she's an older woman, and he's not even able really to drink yet. He's 19. That's what drew my attention to them.
I watched one of her first videos on her YouTube channel, and she is so pretty. She's so sweet, she's so cute.
And kind of immature. Like, I could see like why she would go for a 19-year-old, because she doesn't seem like a 27-year-old to me. Not even a little bit. She seems like younger 20s, like 21, maybe 18, 19 almost. I can really see how they got together. But they were both in the blogs last week because she was distraught because NLE CHOPPA broke up with her. I watched his response video too, and all I can say, I can't really blame anybody, honestly. All I can say is this is what happens when you don't prepare yourself and when you aren't ready to go into a relationship with the boundaries and knowing exactly what it is that you want from your partner. When you just kind of fall into a situation, this is what happened. He's 19 years old. He hasn't, like he said, he has not experienced his 20s. She's 27, almost 30, so she should kind of know, but she's still not really. She's still very young herself, especially when relationships can be very, very complex and very, very difficult, honestly.
This is what I want to contribute to the situation. I just want her to get help. She has a lot of healing to do.
They said she lost her baby. I believe it was her first baby, and that alone, I couldn't even imagine how traumatic that is for her. So she needs to step back and just put everything, regardless of if he's with you or not, you have a lot of trauma to heal from. I don't know, he said you also had trauma from previous relationships that you hadn't healed from.
I really don't know about that. What I know is when I watched you on YouTube, you were pregnant and a baby was never born. That is traumatic. I don't care who said.
I have 2 kids and I could not imagine bonding with somebody while they're in your stomach and never getting the chance to meet them in real life. So I just send prayers for your healing in that aspect alone. Then after that, I want to say, Marissa the NAE, speaking to you as a woman, you are so beautiful. You from Dallas, like, so I know you got a couple of screws in there. I know you solid. You need to take a step back and really assess what it is that you want. You are not wrong for wanting to have your man all to yourself. The most common thing, a woman 9 times out of 10 is going to want her man all to herself. I really don't know of any woman that wants to share her man. And then on the other side of the coin, 9 times out of 10, a man is going to want multiple women. A man is not born to just be with one woman. His woman has to groom him.
And I don't want to say train, I want to say
inspire him to be her man. Period. That's it. Like, that has to come from the woman, and you have to learn how to do that. It's a learned skill. It's not something that you're born with. Society really doesn't teach women how to find a man, attract him, and then basically make him want to be a one-woman man for her. But that's something that you have to learn how to do. I want to say NLE CHOPPA, when I listened to his video, he really did have some really good points that I think all women, I already knew kind of where he was going and what he was trying to say. He made it seem like you didn't know, as his girl, as his woman. I feel like just in researching y'all's situation, I do know that it's out there that on the first night, I feel like y'all talked on the internet, on Instagram for a little while, but I think he said on the first night you gave him what should have been reserved for your wedding night. There are things that have to be established before you ever lay down with a man, 19 or 50. Like, there are just some things that just have to be understood of what you want, and that comes from what he said. He said you first have to love yourself, you have to take care of yourself, you have to know what it is that you want as a woman. And that also comes with that is what you are not going to compromise on.
He had some really valid points. He said he was not ready. He's 19 years old.
What I want to say to him from a woman to a man is, he said he believes in polygamy and a whole bunch of women. You have to be really, really, really careful with that. As a famous, rich young man, you have to be really, really careful with that. Like, I would prefer you to be more on the side of, I'm stingy with my before you just say, I want to everybody. Like, that's kind of, I hope that he gets inspired enough and enlightened enough to be like, I would rather him be on the side of celibacy and abstinence as opposed to one. But he's
a 19-year-old black rich man. Of course he's going to want to be with anything that crosses his path.
You know, I hope he grows into being a one-woman man just for his safety, for his kids' safety, and for his woman's safety. It's just not in 2022. It's not safe to be out here. Condom, no condom. It's just not safe.
It's not safe. It's not safe to be out here with multiple women. And that's what I want to say on that.
You want to give your heart to one woman. You don't want to be divided among multiple women because they're gonna pull you in different directions. You need to be with one woman who you can be in line with, where your goals are the same, your desires are the same, your fantasies are the same, so that you can reach them together, so you're not pulled in multiple directions, because that's gonna be messy. Because women, we don't like each other. I'm speaking for me. I don't like other women. I don't. Like, I would much rather be by myself alone. I may have one or two friends sometimes, but not even as I've gotten older. I really don't even care for friends because I just am so focused on
what I have to do. My cards, I'm speaking by faith, my cards are just fine, but if you look at it like in a I don't have a college degree, I have a trade, so I mean that kind of also moves me up a little bit, but I have to be very, very focused on my life and my life. I have 2 kids, I'm a single mother, I don't have time for friends. I run my own business, so I'm responsible for my income right now, so I don't have time for friends.
From what I could tell from Marissa, she was really, really, really into her man, and that's fine. That's fine to be really, really into your man. Before you ever lay down with a man, I would prefer you to be married. And this is just me to Marissa. Like, as a 27-year-old beautiful, beautiful woman, I believe that you are black, you foreign and black, exotic. You are just gorgeous, 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 and you're so sweet. I watched your YouTube channel, one of your videos, and I really like Marissa NAE. I mean, I just hope that as somebody that's older than you and kind of has been through more, I hope that you really sit down and make a list of what type of man it is that you want. And I can give you the basics to start with. You want somebody rich, of course. You want somebody who has a relationship with God, who believes in Jesus Christ, and who is willing to be obedient. And then you want somebody who wants to be a one-woman man. You want somebody who is looking for the woman that will make him want to be with just one woman, because men are not naturally they're not going to do that. But if they meet a woman who inspires them to be faithful, to be loyal, to be a one-woman man, then he'll do it, hands down, and he'll want to do it. And it's not going to have to be something that he's going to be sad about. He's going to enjoy the challenge, because men love a challenge. But first you have to heal. Then I would say no more 19-year-olds. You need somebody, you're 27, I would say between 35 and 50. The sky is the limit for you, Marissa NAE. You're gorgeous, you're smart. NLechoppa told it all. He was like, you're brilliant, you're sweet. I could tell that same thing. And you're hurt because I don't think a 19-year-old, I don't think he's ready, you know, for what you need. And I'm gonna just keep it all the way real with it. I don't think he's ready to give you what you need either. So I commend NLechoppa for breaking it off like he did. That you need to build a relationship enough with the man to where your friendship, your best friendship, he trusts you and you trust him enough to be able to establish the type of relationship that you want before you have sex, and then get married. You have the faith enough in God to know, okay, God gave me this man, we're doing it God's way, we're waiting until marriage, and he's gonna give us both the best sex that we both ever had because we did it God's way. That's what I hope that you learn, that God gives you the strength to find on your journey to be able to do. You need a best friend who is going to love you before sex. I don't want to say it's a blessing, but you don't have any kids. I think NLechoppa, he has a daughter Clover, but I don't feel like I read anywhere that you have any kids, so you are still in your prime, and you have to make sure that you take full advantage of being an exotic woman in your prime. Men would absolutely love to be with you, and they would absolutely love it if you make them straighten up, tighten up, and be the type of man that you want. And that comes from you studying your Bible and demand that your man be a one-woman man. You have to find a man that is willing to be your best friend and make him wait until he fully commits, and then start an intimate relationship. You cannot do it before.
Because if you'll be 27, 28, 29, 30 just sleeping with whoever and not making them do what you need them to do, which is to get married, make a commitment, build a family, and focus on you and what you have going on, and you do this, you focus on him and be his support.
Try to really focus on yourself, focus on your growth out of this situation. NLE Chopper is a 19-year-old rich man, and so he was basically like,
there are women who believe in polygamy and da 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 da. Okay, so now we'll move NLE Chopper to the side, because that's a whole bunch of nonsense, and I'm more focused on the woman in the situation, Marissa Danae.
Just like he knows that there are women who will do whatever it is he wants, that I even hope he grows out of quickly, because that's dangerous. There are men who are rich, who are older, who are established, who are ready for a woman who is sweet, kind, beautiful, foreign.
I keep saying foreign, but I mean exotic, because I feel like you are black from Dallas. I don't know.
There is a man who wants you and wants to be faithful to you, give you kids, give you a family, give you money, give you whatever you need, and help you grow into being the best version of yourself while you support him on his journey. It's a man who would absolutely love you, and I'm just going to be the one to tell you that you have to go back and do your inner work and find footing, because you have it all going for you, girl. Like, you don't have any kids, so thank God for that. Even though you have to thank him, in spite of the trauma, you still have it going for you, and you can do it. I believe in you. I believe just find your goddess energy, and there are just some things that you just don't waver on, you don't negotiate. The number one thing is his relationship with Jesus Christ and his ability to lead a family and love you as Christ loved the church, and also him being a one-woman, your man, you the father of your kids, the head of the household of your family. That's just not negotiable. We're not bringing random women into our relationship.
That's just a hell no. That's a no, a big no. Like, I mean,
there are some women who would be okay with that, but that's not you. That's not the type of woman that I feel like from Dallas, Texas, up the street. That's not the type of woman I feel like you are. So good luck to both of them. Next on the list is Miss Hallebailey and The Little Mermaid. Okay, so the trailer came out. I'm gonna say I'm really excited about the movie. Now, y'all know The Little Mermaid is my all-time favorite Disney movie. The mermaid is my business logo. Like, I love The Little Mermaid. I'm gonna keep it 100% honest in this review. Because it's Hallebailey, I'm excited for it. I'm so invested in Ariel, and I'm so invested in The Little Mermaid. When I saw Halle, I feel like they needed to get her makeup, her lighting. It just wasn't right. And that's just me keeping it 100. It was not something that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so, I was like, okay, so this is something I'm just going to have to accept because it's Hallebailey. And that's just me keeping it 100. Like, I am completely invested in The Little Mermaid. That's just my honest opinion. I wasn't thrilled. When I saw the preview for it, it didn't. And I think one of the main reasons that it didn't was because I love wigs, I love weaves, and I just would have loved to see Hallebailey in a beautiful red flowing lace front, edges slayed. I feel like I would have been a little bit more accepting of it, because dreads and braids. Now, I'm a black woman sitting here with, under this wig is a whole afro, you know, so that I need to braid down. I'm not really one for dreadlocks and braids, but if you like dreadlocks and braids and it looks good on you, more power to you. You know, like, I absolutely love it, and I love their dreadlocks. I wish they would get a wig, but because they look so good with their dreadlocks, it doesn't bother me. But as far as bringing that into the role of Ariel, I'm really not here for it. I just would have preferred they put a wig on her, so at least the hair could have been flowy. I'm trying to think, did Brandy have braids when she did Cinderella? Let me look real quick, because hold on. It looked like she did. It looked like Brandy had braids. Yep, she had braids. I'm not as invested into Cinderella or any of the other Disney princess movies as much as I am Ariel, and that's always been my favorite Disney movie. So I was really anticipating this. I'm not gonna say I wasn't pleased, but I just want to say I hope that it gets better is what I'm gonna say. I could be biased, but that's just my honest review and my honest opinion.
There's no other person, and I do agree. I believe it was a director or somebody who came out who said there was no one who could do the role but her, and I agree with that. Hallebailey's voice, when I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, how beautiful. Now that I absolutely loved. I was like, how gorgeous is her voice.
But the look, it didn't win me, and that's just me being honest. And I think it was they didn't do her makeup right, the lighting when I saw it, and
not the cornrows but the dreadlocks. It wasn't kind of, I didn't, but her voice is absolutely gorgeous, perfect for the role. So, but
the one thing I will say, the racist memes that came out, like the one that said Ariel knew her father, the little slave, like those memes, now that I do not stand by. We are going to have to accept the fact that Hallebailey is the Black Little Mermaid, and I feel like we will all grow to love it, but the racist thing is an absolute no. She said she did her absolute best on the role. I support her in the role, and that's just what it's going to have to be. Like, I stand behind her. The racist, the hurtful things, that's a no. I also understand the other side. It's not the racist part of it, but I understand the people. They had like 2 million dislikes. I understand, and as an Ariel and a Little Mermaid enthusiast, I understand, and I hope it gets better for the sake of Hallebailey, because I know she put her all into it. But it would have to, it's more like of a production, the color and the makeup and the decision for them to do the dread. And I'm sure it's some people who absolutely love the fact that it's dreadlocks, just like I'm sure some people like the fact that Brandy had braids. I didn't know this because Cinderella is just another story to me, but Ariel, like I said, I'm more invested in it. So those are my thoughts about it. I'm proud of her. When I first heard that she was doing the role, I was so excited for her. But in seeing the preview, my only complaint
are they need to get her makeup, they need to get the lighting corrected, the dreadlocks. But she is absolutely gorgeous, and her voice is so heavenly. Like, she does fit the role perfectly. But those things I'm just gonna have to get used to, because I'm so used to the redheaded white Ariel and just used to her being my favorite. So, and
I'm just gonna have to deal with it just like everybody else. So next is Miss ERIKAbanks. Now Miss ERIKAbanks is also from Dallas.
But you know, some of these Dallas rappers I still don't identify with. Even though they right up the street, they from the hometown, you know, I still, Miss ERIKAbanks has completely rubbed me the wrong way.
So she came out in the blogs yesterday on her close friend. Somebody posted what she said. That she said that if you don't have a BBL, if you skinny, if your wig is not right, if your teeth are not right, if your outfit not right, you cannot go to the club with her. And I just want to be the one to tell her, I have not had my teeth done. I'm skinny. I have not had a BBL. I don't plan on getting a BBL. I don't plan on getting my teeth done. I'm dark skinned. I'm tall and skinny. Tall and lanky is what they used to call me. And I guarantee you, if you put me and ERIKAbanks in front of ERIKAbanks, man, I can almost guarantee you which direction he gonna want to go. I mistake your man, okay? All caps. I will take your man. So please don't play with me. To me, it was more like a bitch like me. You don't want me in the club with you, Erika.
I'm that. And I'm skinny, tall, I'm old, I'm older than you, like, and I will still, those are my kids. I got 2 kids, and I will still, Miss ERIKAbanks, take your man, guaranteed, if I just want to. So I would tread a little bit lighter.
I'm kind of offended by that, because if you know, when I was your age, I was Miss Club. I was in the club every weekend, and I was still skinny, still small, and I didn't like that. My feelings are hurt. I would never want to be in the club with you. But as a learning lesson, I would say you need to be less worried about what a female in your clique looks like, and you need to be worried about where their head is at, where their mind is at. I have not twerked since I was in middle school.
We will still pull of the best of them. So I would suggest you tread a little bit lighter, Miss ERIKAbanks.
And work on your mind as a woman as opposed to your butt. Because honestly, and you open a door for this, but I'm just speaking because I have to give views on my YouTube page as well. But
your armpits are black. You got a BBL, and you still need another BBL. I mean, you cannot dress your wigs be looking, I mean, just because you got all that work done does not mean that
your value was raised. And it looks to me like you just spent a whole bunch of money to look like Ari and Jada. You don't bring half of what they bring. You're not that girl. And that's just me keeping it 100% honest. you should work more on your mind frame as opposed to what it is with your body, because your body still is not that, if you just want to be 100% honest.
Like I said, I'm skinny, I'm dark skinned, my teeth is crooked, I don't have nearly as much money as you, I'm twice your age, and I guarantee if you put me and you stand me right here and you right here and let your man pick, I guarantee you hands down which way he gonna wanna go. I
don't even have to debate that, honestly, because I know what type of woman I am. Skinny, crooked teeth, dark skin, all of that.
Your man still gonna want it, so I would tread lighter. Like,
I'm trying to support you because you from Dallas as much as I can, like, but it's like hard because, like I said, your armpits are black. Erikabanks, Erika Spanks, the rumors about you, like, and then you said this, and now I'm offended. I hope you get it together. That is it for this video. If you have any comments about NLechoppa and Marissa the NAE, please leave them in the comments below. If you want to talk about Hallebailey and The Little Mermaid, or if you want to leave an opinion about Miss Erikabanks, please leave it in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Turn on your post notifications so that you are made aware of every time I post a new upload and every time I go live. Share this video with your friends, and as always, my donation link will be in my description box if you would like to donate to my channel. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you tomorrow.